You know, it's a real pity that I did not start this video about 200 metres up the road, because I was just coming over a roundabout and there was a bus parked there, and some boy racer came flying around the bus onto the wrong side of the road, where there was like an island for crossing over, and on the other side of the road was a lady on one of those mobility scooters, and they crashed into her. So thankfully she stopped in time. But anyway, on to the video. I wanted to make a video today, and I was going to do it about one thing, and I believe the Lord led me to do it about another thing. Now, I don't know what I'm going to call this video. If it's got a $ in the title, I know it's because I know my previous channel, most of my viewers were based in the United States of America, so I won't use pounds, I'll use dollars. But I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. But anyway, it is like a short testimony, as it were, about something that happened in my life. You know, a few years back. Yet again, another reason why I moved channel is because I felt as though I couldn't talk about things that were too close to me personally. And now I've got a new channel, I can start to talk about these things. Now, I'm a graphic designer, but 3 days a week I do a manual job to for regular income. I hope it's not going to be forever. And I was working in this place a few years back, and so the same place I work for now. And I was working for them, and I got to know one of the managers there, and he heard that I was a freelance graphic designer. And he said, "Oh, could you beat like this quote again, because we were having some large format displays done for the warehouse, and this guy normally does it, but we're open to you know, look at other people." So I started doing some work for them, and it's like large format graphic design printed works, you know, and they were impressed, and I got more work through them. Especially once another manager saw, who was actually higher up, saw that I was doing the work, and he was happy, and it was the kind of person who liked to give people a chance, and I got quite a lot more work from him. And the company that I work for deals in clothing. And one day, this was all going fine, I was doing work for them, quite a lot of work and really good money. So I was working for this company in a manual capacity on their payroll, but because I'm a registered, you know, tax-paying sole proprietor of a freelance business, I also was able to work for them on a freelance basis, where I invoice them, you know, like I would any other client. And it worked pretty well, because any meetings they wanted, I could do it in the warehouse, and they could come and see me anytime they wanted to discuss things, and there was lots of designs that needed doing. Now, they were all going fine, and I was doing the designs for them for a good 18 months, I think, until they bought another company, and this company was in clothing too, and they moved into the warehouse on a separate floor to mine, and they wanted some designs doing in regards to this company. And this clothing company, the images they wanted me to use were, I would say, in a world's point of view, there was nothing wrong with them, but as a born-again Christian's point of view, they were quite lustful images. You know, they had the women, you know, posing in kind of provocative sort of way. It was a kind of a niche market, as it were, advertising clothing to women who like to go out to nightclubs and that kind of thing. So I was asked to do these designs, and I refused to do them, and I explained the reason why. I said they're too lustful, so I said I won't do these designs, and I told them the main person in charge who wanted me to do them then wasn't the original manager, it was someone even higher up, and she never even came to speak to me directly. She got like one of her minions to come and do it for her, and I was telling this lad, you know, this manager lower down, like a team leader sort of thing, that, you know, won't do it, it's like lustful and a Christian. And I kept going back to me saying, will you do these designs? And I was saying, look, I eventually said, no, I won't do them. I won't do these designs. They're just, the images are just lustful. I ended up in the end having to write a letter. I can't remember exactly how it all worked out a few years back now. I wrote a letter to the management explaining that I was a born again Christian, the reason why I would not do it. And then after this time, so after writing to this manager, I assumed that all the managers involved then read it as well, so it wasn't private. And you know, I knew by doing this it could cost me this freelance work at this company, and I would no longer be working for them. And I did a couple of things for them since, but I think it was because they had no one else to do the kind of work that I did. It was kind of specialised large format work, and I realised, you know, then, you know, in the following years, they didn't use me anymore, and I wasn't offered jobs to do this and that or the other. They got someone else. It wasn't all because of my decision. It was partially because they had an in-house design team in one of the other departments in another warehouse somewhere, I think. But they still didn't do the kind of work that I did. But they found someone else to do it in the end. So I noticed the managers who used to be quite pally with me and talking to me, you know, there was just, you know, walking by, just saying hello to me, you know, good morning, that's about it, and no more conversation. It was as though, especially one particular manager who gave me the chance, it was, I got the impression it was as though I was letting him down. He gave me a chance and I thrown it back in his face. But I do not regret my decision. I mean, I've no idea how much this decision actually cost me in the end. I mean, I could have kept on getting thousands of pounds worth of work. It's a few years back now. Maybe I could have earned like £10,000. I don't know. You know, maybe it could be just a coincidence, and maybe they were stopping the work anyway. But I don't think it was. I think it was because of my righteous decision that the work was cut off. And as I was thinking about doing a video on the way home today, one of the managers came in. He wasn't there at the time. He came into his office with his large format works, you know, tucked underneath his arm, the kind of works that I used to do. And it did remind me, I believe the Lord was showing me, hey, do a video on this now. So I do feel led to make this video. Will I get behind, I mean, around this tractor without smashing into something coming the way? So that should be okay. And so anyway, it's a word of encouragement if you're a born again Christian, that sometimes in your walk with Jesus, you have to make some righteous decisions. And I did a small prayer before doing this video today, and I asked the Lord, is there any kind of Bible verse you would like me to say along with doing this video? And the one popped into my head where Jesus said, to paraphrase, that anyone who's not willing to leave father or mother or family members in account of Jesus is not worthy of him. And in your life as a born again Christian, if you won't give up sometimes things that will cost you money, if you won't give up something in your life that will cost you a lot, whatever it is, you know, would you give up your family? If you would not give up these things, are you worthy of Jesus Christ? So I challenge you with that, if you're a born again Christian, and go and examine yourselves. And I've told this story not as a boast to say, oh, look at me, look what I gave up. You know, what I did, every born again Christian on the face of the planet should be doing on a daily basis. Not this one story that I can remember from years ago. I'm the, you know, the lowest of the brothers, as it were. You know, if you're a born again Christian like myself, it's expected of you just serving God to do these things. It's nothing special. It's part of the Christian walk. You know, following Jesus costs you a lot, and especially if we are, which I believe, heading towards a tribulation at some point soon. You know, if you won't give up something in your life, some money or anything else, or even a family member, you know, what position does that put you in? If you're presented with the mark of the beast, for example, you know, examine yourself and where you are in relationship with Jesus. And if you're not a born again Christian, I urge you to go to the Bible today. Just open the New Testament, start reading the book of John and then onto the book of Acts, and find out what Christianity is all about, and how we Christians, are in relationship with Jesus Christ. It's not a religion where we go and kneel before a priest and ask for forgiveness. It's a relationship with Jesus Christ, and we are in the last days. Jesus could return today, get raptured today, could be a few years from now. Who knows how long it will be for the Lord to delay. But, time is running short. And our freedom as Christians will come to an end at some point when the tribulation arrives. And if you're not a Christian, it's time to decide which side of the fence you are on.